right, this morning I have Punch newspaper, the Post, Vanguard newspaper. The Nation newspaper leadership will take the story that made the front page first before we delve into the details of the newspaper for this morning. All right, let's start from Punch newspaper this morning. State capital spending plunges 58% as 2027 politics intensifies. INEC deadline, opposition parties rush to submit membership registers. First old company seeks shareholders' approval on 1 trillion naira capital base in both balance sheet for fortification. 2027 reverse governorship drama as APC committee screens Fubara, Wike allies. Trump rejects Iran peace terms as oil prices surge. 11 die as vehicle plunges off bridge on Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway. Another suspect charged over killing of UK-based Nigerian teenager. One injured resident flee as gunmen attack Rivers security outfit. Police arrest Police arrest two over vandalism theft at Ondo Hospital. Ebonyi firefighters arrive 2 hours late as fire raises story building. Let's take a bit of business. CBN pushes states to cut reliance on overdraft. Shareholders praise custodian investment over any surge. Pilots, engineers raise concerns over aviation fuel shortage. Now let's move to politics from Punch newspaper. Habga announces screening date for National State Assembly aspirant. Aregbesola dismisses APC return claims, restate commitment to ADC. Why Jonathan is ineligible to contest in 2027 ex-Ogun lawmaker. Ex-Commissioner of Police Owosheni joins Oyo governor race under Accord Party. Nasarawa ex-Accountant General joins governor race. All right, those are the major headlines from Punch newspaper this morning. Now let's go to Daily Post. 11 die as vehicle falls off Ogun Bridge. Don't use our farmland to build housing estate. Abia community women beg Governor Oti. Bandits kill many travelers, injure others on Zamfara Highway. Commissioner urges zero malpractice in WAHEC examination. After years in prison, Farouk Lawan eyes return to reps. Right, one story from Daily Post this morning. Rivers 2027, APC clears all hours of Assembly aspirant lawyer to Governor Fubara. 2027, why I'm optimistic of winning Gombe APC Guba Primary Pantami. 2027, your sweat also must pay, Aisha Yusuf assures FCT resident. 2027, why I'm going back to Senate, Shehu Soni. 2027, why NDC zone presidency to South, Ume. Those are the top story from Daily Post this morning. Moving on to Vanguard newspaper. Okay, AMVCA 2026 full list of winners. EFCC declares former Humanitarian Affairs Minister Sadia Umar Farouk wanted. NDC zones presidency to South for single term. Hamzat and the Wisdom of Sage by Dele Shobowale. If I Had My Way by BC Adeleye Fayemi. While I trained 200 young women in bridal makeup, the Ghana blessing. Yusuf Maitama Tuga, man of the people Mbaushi, Ushe Jumbos urges aspiring artists to use social media as career tool. All right, more news from Vanguard newspaper this morning. Let's move to politics. 2027, Adebayo emerges SDP sole presidential candidate. 2027 polls, why we endorse Tinubu, Hamzat, others, Alimosho, APC stakeholders. Lagos 2027, APC clears Hamzat for governorship primary. NDC zones presidency to South for single term. 2027, APC clears Abejide for reps contest. Confirms third-term bid. Those are the major headlines from Vanguard newspaper this morning. Moving on to the Nation newspaper, 70 terrorists killed in Niger drone strikes. Suspects as Fubara, Uzodima, others await screening results. CBN urges state on robust fiscal management to curb inflation. Fashion royalty at 100, your life symbolizes integrity through leadership, Tinubu tells centenarian. ACF BOT dismisses Dahatu's suspension as chairman. Ohaneze youth alleges protest plot against Uzodima. How APC can win in 2027 by Amzat. Okay, more news from the Nation newspaper. Yoruba leader Fashion at 100. Goje screened ready for primary in APC, says my constituents are solidly with me. You'll be APC ready for direct primary if consensus face Buni. Former Oyo commissioner joins ADC, picks nomination funds. 2027 senators in battle to retain seat. 2027 senators in battle to retain seat. Okay, that's a repetition. APC urged to ensure religious balance in Kwara South politics. Let's see what leadership report this morning. 188 APC senators, reps may secure return ticket. NNL confirms promotion of Doma FC, Ranchers, Bees, 2 others to NPFL, ratifies relegation of Gombe United, 8 others to NLO. Okay, more news. 2027, Shetima picks APC Senate nomination form. How 120 defections reshaped National Assembly. Justin Tinubu reassigned Fani Kayode to South African after Germany rejection. ADC Fashioner National Leader drums party set to join APC. Those are the major report from leadership paper this morning. Now let's go for a moment, and by the time we return, then we'll delve straight into the details of the newspaper review on JDN Radio 101.5 FM. Please keep it locked. Alright, time check now is 7:40. Beautiful morning to you once again, and in case you're just tuning in, this is JDN Radio 101.5 FM. My name is Omolola Kalejai Damisa. Welcome to newspaper review for this morning. With me is Comrade Adirogba. Good morning to you, Comrade.
Good morning. How do you do?
I'm very well, and you?
Very well. Thank
How's
God
the
for
family?
life. Doing well.
All right, let's start from the Nation newspaper with these headlines: 70 terrorists killed in Niger drone strikes. Comrades, there have been reports that this strike that happened in Niger, that some civilians were killed, and these have called for the call on amnesty to, challenge this our the army about this attack, about this strikes that happen in Niger, about how whenever it's time for them to strike to kill the bandit or terrorists, there are always civilians involved about this. So what is your take on this development?
Well, first and foremost, when these bandits go to villages, there's no clamor for the fact that they should run after them, they should locate them. When they ransack villages, burn houses, kill people, people do not, they don't raise those questions that they are asking the army now. Definitely, this is the second time this is going to happen. And the army, in the first instance, said what they did was they saw that it was a market for it was a market for the bandits where they exchange goods, they buy goods for their families, you know. And when you are saying that these people are terrorizing the peace and sanctity of a region, and the army got their intel, their informations. Yes, definitely. I'm not saying that the civilians that were killed were. I'm not defending the army anyway. But the truth is, if you want an end to these things, there's this word that we always say that if you want to do something, they always say to you, but tí ó bá fẹ́ tó bá fẹ́ yẹ kí ara àtàgbà ìgbọ́ tó bá kọ́ fi iná jó ọmọ ara ẹ̀ wò náà, you know, the other party will be like, ah, ìwọ tó lè ṣe báyìí fún ọmọ ẹ̀, you know, the person will be like, okay, jẹ́ kí n adjust. So me, I don't know why the clamor is there when we've been clamoring for the army to be reinforced. We've been clamoring for the army to be equipped, you know, and now they are trying to make progress, and yet definitely there'll be casualties. Definitely there'll be innocent souls that will go with this. But I don't know why they are clamoring for amnesty to probe the army. They needed to do what they did, and they did. What were the civilians finding? What were they looking? Although there's a strategy those bandits actually most times use, they will mix with the indigents, you know. So
But there's some report that the indigenous are also, harboring this bandits.
definitely most of these bandits, they don't come from afar. They have families. They intermarry. They know themselves. They have a brother. They have a wife. They have somebody that is not even that they know that this guy is a bandit, you know. But they are covering up for them. So their intelligence gathering for the intelligence gathering that the army got might be right, you know. But definitely those people will have to go with it, because if we are saying that we want to an end to this insurgency, you know, there has to be a drastic action. Yes, the bandits are people that they, you know, they intermarry now. They cross borders. They mingle. But when they want to go and do their havoc, they forget all those things. So for me, I'm not defending
Would
the
you
army. I'm not saying what they have done is right, but I think it's one of the necessary steps that need to take.
Do you suggest that there are other ways that these bandits can be, wiped out instead of this strike
That's why they know
and
the
involving
bandits
the
themselves.
civilian?
The bandits themselves know that, you know, in international law, when you are fighting, you separate the civilians from your war. You understand? But when the bandits now mix with these civilians, in the first instance, why, you know, that's why I said they have been married, and that's one thing that the bandits or the terrorists they do most often. They mix with civilians so that it will be difficult for whatever or whoever is coming to at them to strike.
All right, let's take the story. Why Jonathan is ineligible to contest in 2027, ex-Ogun lawmaker says. Comrade, what do you have to say about some group of people have come out to call on Jonathan to come out to contest? I think they have been brouhaha about this Jonathan coming out in the past few, last year, if not early this year. And some people have been saying he cannot contest. Now we have this ex-Ogun lawmaker saying why he is ineligible to contest again. What do you have to say about this? Do you think for Jonathan to take this the bull by the horn, by the way people are just clamoring for him to just come out? Do you see Jonathan as the savior?
Savior, well, yeah, I'm not seeing him as a savior, you know, but it's because of the zoning system that everybody's, you know, the politics we play in this country is for 8 years you go to the north, the topmost position. Another 8 years is come back to the south. You know, that has been the rotation, irrespective of the parties. But the truth is, me, you know, the way they treated Jonathan that time, the way we Nigerians treated him,
How do we treat it?
I don't know. If I was in his shoes, I wouldn't even think of coming back. You know, but everybody has the right to be ambitious. Everybody has the right to vie for any elective post. You understand? But for Jonathan, there is
But
always an opening. See, he was vice president. Yar'Adua died. He completed his term.
Mhm.
And then it was another 4 years. So that's one thing the lawyers are. So I think we need lawyers to come and interpret that clause for us to be able to understand it well. But for me, even if, because now everybody is clamoring that the presidency needs to stay in the south. So irrespective of whichever party that wants to come out and contest, the presidency must come from the south. So and Jonathan is a southerner.
Now, I want to ask you, must we have recycling of political leaders in our nation, Nigeria?
Yeah.
Do we have to have all this our past leaders coming back into power and not just new faces? What do you have to say about this? Why do you have to recycle leaders?
People like you. Have you been a member of any party? People like me. Have I gone into any party? People, the new faces that you clamor for, are they in politics, or we are just minding our business that whatever they want to do, let them just do? Me, but the problem is, even the Showres, the random mockeries that we see, they've proven to us that it can't be relied on. You understand? And if we want a change, these leaders will still be there because they are the ones at the ends of their affairs. If you look at the Senate, I don't think that we have anybody less than 40 in the Senate. I don't think we have anybody less than 40 in the House of Reps. So what are we saying? People outside will keep shouting, but join them, mix with them, then probably we'll find our way there. But no, we are sitting back. We are on Twitter. We are on we are on Instagram, shouting, saying what this person has done is right. It's not right. What is it? But you that that okay, when you mix up with them, there will always be a way, because they too they started somewhere. You understand? They started somewhere. So if we too we start, the earlier the better.
All right, let's come back home. So you are challenging Nigerians that we
Definitely.
should all go
Especially the
into
youth.
politics,
Yeah.
especially the youth. Okay, that's a clarion call for all and sundry. All right, let's take this. As Commissioner of Police Owosheni joins Oyo governor race under Accord Party. What's your take on this? As Commissioner coming into, do we call him a military?
No, he's a commissioner of police. He was not in the military.
But he was in uniform.
Yeah, he's a
Now
uniform
coming
person.
to wear the civilian.
He has the right. Just like I said against Jonathan. Everybody, you yourself, you have the right. You can start from councillorship, you can start from chairmanship. But he wants to go to the governorship race. Good luck to him. May the best team come out.
May the best team come out. All right, let's take the story. State capital spending plunges 58% as 2027 politics intensify. What is your take on this state capital spending?
I don't know. The state capital spending. Well, there are a lot of hidden things that the government is not telling us. One of it is this allocations for security. A lot of things that are in the dark. A lot of things that the Nigerians do not know. There are a lot of documentations that we do not understand. So definitely, the ones that they want us to know is what you see on the pages of paper. The ones behind the scene, you don't know if you are not in there. So I don't know. It's a clarion call again to the youths that we should challenge our leaders. They should be transparent enough. They should tell us how these funds are being used. What is it being used for? If they tell us how it is being used, we go to the local government, we go to the state, we check all those projects that they claim they are doing. And once we see that they are truthful, then we give them the kudos. But if they are not truthful with it, then we'll change them if possible.
How about people challenging their state or local government leaders and we don't have any changes? That's why we have Nigerians calling on the federal government. How about federal government checking on this state and local government leaders?
We have three arms of government.
Yes.
We have the federal, the state, and the local government. And all of them have their own powers. They have their own strength. They have what they can do wherever they are. So there are some things that are under the functions of the government that the federal government may not have the right to challenge.
Why?
Because it's in the state.
But they give them an allocation.
It
At
doesn't
least they
matter.
should be able to ask them, how do you spend this money?
It doesn't matter. Once they tell them that we needed this, we want to do this, and they see that it is real, the federal government may not be able to challenge them.
But in
It
government,
is
there
the
is
government.
check and balances.
It is the people of that locality that has a right to challenge whichever is in the affairs of the state, local government, or the federal. So that's why today is another clarion call. We need to call these people. We need to make them be accountable to whatever money they are being spent or whatever money the federal government is being allocated to them. At least the money from subsidy the federal government has been giving them all these years. What have they been using it to do? Has there been changes? Has there been improvements? The cost of food, cost of pepper is high. Those are the things when you don't go to farming and you keep saying you have a farm. You keep saying how would I put it? You are enrolling farmers. You are empowering farmers, and yet the cost of food in the market is skyrocketing. So who is deceiving who? What are they? Are they? Is the money getting to the real farmers or to the political farmers? There's a difference between the real farmers on the field and the political farmers that will just go to a farmland, submit a proposal, and once they are being awarded, they just go back and sit down. Whatever they need to do, the local farmers on the field, they just give them probably 1%. That is even if it's not enough, 1% of all the allocations that is being given. So political farmers, real farmers on the farmlands. So does the fund, does it get to them? How do we track? It is our people. It is you and I. It is our duty. Once we see that okay, they are planning to do this, we should open our eye, ensure that what they said they want to use the money for, they are using it to do. Not that they will just come, just do propaganda, everybody will go and dance, they will eat, and the next few weeks you won't hear anything again. So it's in our hands.
All right, let's move away from that story. Let's take this 2027 Rivers governorship drama as APC committee screens Fubara, Wike, allies. Drama is about to set out in Rivers APC. Do we still expect more drama from others states? And as per this Rivers drama that is just ensued now, what is your take on this?
In any political party, it's either you go to the primaries or you do consensus. Like in the case of Ogun State, they've actually do a consensus, and in some other states too, they've come out with consensus. But Fubara and his boss, I know what President Bola Tinubu did, meddling with whatever has happened between them, might have just prolonged or extended the chaos that is about to happen in Rivers, because I know Fubara joining the APC, the president might want to be obliged to not want to destabilize the party structure. And don't forget, Wike is not a member of the APC. He just works for the president like he always claims he's doing. Sure, you understand? So, and I feel that Fubara, for me, he knows he knows the power that he has, he's in the APC, and I think like yesterday the news came out that he walked out of the screen, because people there are people liable or loyal to the former to the former governor, which is the FCTA minister. So he saw that there was a trap for him. I know he's going to go back to the president and show his grievances. So let's see how God will help the president to be able to meddle in between that.
Do you see
but
being given the ticket?
Definitely, he has a right too. But the power that Wike has in River State, even especially all the members of the house,
even if he's given the ticket,
they will not make it like they see the first time. See, they've not passed the 2025 budget, and we are this 2026 going on. It's almost half. Even 2025 budget has not been passed. Even when it was when the military governor that they put there, when he was on suspension, he was the one that was able to do some of the things, and they are even accusing him that he has siphoned a lot of state money. But now they've not passed the 2025 budget, and we are in 2026 May. So do you see that it's going to be a bit chaotic for him? So I don't know how he's going to come out of it, because from the powers that he's been wielding, it shows that he has full control of the Rivers political space, and I don't know. It is now how Fubara presents his case in front of the presidency or in front of the APC-led committee that will now determine if he's going to come out still standing or he will sink with the ship.
All right, that's a wrap for today on Newspaper Review. Your parting words to Nigerians.
Well, a clarion call to everybody. We claim we do not want this, we do not want that. Are we actually taking steps to to make sure there's a change, not the change that the APC has preached to us. We claim that we want a change in 2015, and we had a change, but the change is not the change that we actually wanted. So
The
if
change is not
you're not
changing.
changing anybody, the change has changed a lot of orientation. No middle class again. Yeah, either with them or you're poor. So it's in our hands. If you there's always this thing that if you can't beat them,
You
you
join
join
them.
them. So get into the mix. Yes, do your own. Let's see different politics. Let's see. Nigerians are very intelligent. Let's see how we put our intelligence to play. When it comes to politics, we can be very, very. These people that we are saying, they have people that are working for them underneath. Youth, a lot of youth are the one that are mapping out strategies for them. And the one that's giving them, okay, if we go this way, they will think we are going this direction. But these are our targets. They are youths. They are not these older men. Let's channel that intelligence into making things better for Nigeria.
Let's channel that energy into making things better for Nigeria. And that's a wrap for today on Newspaper Review on JDN Radio 101.5 FM. Thank you so much, Comrade, for doing this with us this morning.
Always a pleasure.
All right, keep it locked to JDN Radio 101.5 FM. My name is Omolola Kalejai Damisa.